Sesame Place Park theme park in Philadelphia has apologized to the family of two young black girls who didn't get a warm reception from one of the park employees dressed as Rosita. Take a look. And the park said they're committed to making this right by training employees to better understand, recognize, and deliver inclusive, equitable, and entertaining experience to their guests. And, you know, one of the things that I want to point out is that Sesame Place is a licensed park partner of Sesame Workshop. The park itself is owned and operated by SeaWorld Parks and Entertainment. And if you think they did not catch hell for what was done, it's crazy. And you know, the two little girls are 6-year-olds, they're cousins, and Rosita was their favorite character.
Rosita has an excuse, though, doesn't she? I believe she said something like, I couldn't see correctly through the mask.
Well, this happened to more than one.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like, the first thing they said was, well, she couldn't see. But she seemed to be able to see the other children that weren't black.
Yeah.
The other thing is, I hope we have the clips. Rosita seems to be a repeat offender.
And another character
did this.
Wow.
And there goes Rosita again.
Rosita needs to be fired.
Rosita has a lot of... There goes Rosita again.
Rosita.
Okay.
Rosita.
If you have to
That
teach
kid gets a hug. That other one doesn't.
if you have to teach inclusion and how to treat a young child, they need to be in another job.
Yes.
Because that is not something that...
It's not okay.
I'll be honest with you, they're not vetting them at all. They're not vetting them properly. That's it.
Well,
it's
unfortunately, the most is that it started from we didn't see them to now we're doing diversity and inclusion training. And
Well,
so
let me
obviously
tell you
there's a
why
problem.
that's happened. Why that's happened, because I talked to people at Sesame Street. Okay. Because, you know, I work
do
with
a lot
them
of
a
work
lot.
with them,
I
yeah.
do a lot of stuff, and I said, what the hell? And basically, they said, listen, we're all over this because our characters must be, the children must feel like these characters are the characters they expect them to be. So we're all over this. So I suspect a lot of what they're going to be doing, all the diversity training, all that stuff is coming from Sesame Workshop saying, oh no, whoever you have in these, whoever is dealing with these characters, they're going to have the information they need.
Yeah.
We're sorry we have to talk to you like this, but clearly you need to understand you can't do that with these for kids.
And I think what's so unfortunate is that, you know, I've taken my children there, you know, because my son loved Elmo. And you can't, you know, even get an Elmo to come to a birthday party because they are licensed characters, unless you want to get a bootleg Elmo at your party, right?
Totally different. Where there are a couple bootleggers that I think would
there.
for you.
And so this is supposed to be a safe haven. And, you know, I think that as people of color, you as adults, you do get used to these horrible microaggressions and being marginalized. But when that happens to your kids, you feel so angry. I mean, if it were my kid, instead of Sesame's Place, it would be Sunny's Place, right? That would become my place. I would, because I would bring the
thank
thunder.
God
I'd be
you
so
don't have
angry.
to, because Sesame Street
Street's going to take
is not,
care of it.
Yeah, they're not playing.
I'm so happy about
you
that.
know,
The
It's
innocence
terrible.
of us to me. So you want to, like, I have a 10-month-old. She can't yet go to these parks, but when I bring her, I don't want her to be met with her first experience of racism by a character.
By Rosita.
Yeah.
And who is Rosita? Who's in that costume?
Mel Gibson.
I think that person needs to be, you know, held accountable, fired and held to account.
Absolutely fired.
Well, before you fire them, teach them why they're being fired.
Yeah.
And then let them go. And then let them go. You know, don't just, you know, because people need to be, you have to teach people what to do. We have learned this. We've got to teach people how to work this. We'll be right back.